Greetings everyone, my name is Yttrmia, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Mega Man Maker. During the last part, I covered several Yttrmia levels, so in this part, I'll be covering the next set of levels that were submitted to the 3rd official Mega Man Maker Level Design Challenge, titled Wily Construction Corps. Starting up with this one, Wily's Factory by Doominator 500. With 17 plays and a score 0. I'll be covering at least 4 or 5 levels that were submitted to this challenge. And if you're wondering what the rules of this challenge were, check out the introduction of episode 222, or the topmost link in the description below. Also, as always, the full disclaimer of this entire LP series is linked in the description below. Also in the description are the timestamps for all the levels I cover in these parts. So starting off with 8 special weapons and 2 utilities, those being Item 1 and the coil. Already starting out a bit more challenging. We are forced to use the hard knuckle here too. I don't mind it though, as these are fortress levels. It's not mandatory that these stages are all doable buster only, like traditional levels are. By this point in most classic games, you are expected to have all the special weapons. After 5 deaths, I made it to the first checkpoint. A little bit of a tight squeeze there. The second checkpoint is closer than the first checkpoint was to the start. Oh, the stage just ends here. Rock beats scissors after all. While the coil works wonders as well. Or himself too. This was an odd one. Outside of the difficulties I had during the first half of the level, this was rather forgettable. Sorry, Doominator. Ouch, the first level that was removed from the servers. This level would have been called Dr. Contest Castle Stage 1 by 8JKN4. But sadly it was removed. On to the next one. Second up is Wily Corridors by King Me, with 14 plays and a score of 2. A stage that'll be at least 30 to 40 screens long. 8 special weapons, 2 utilities, item 1 and rush jet. Starting off slow and steady with the Cossack platforms. Red force beams. I can't race to there without Yoku blocks. What's up there first? Is this an optional pathway? Or is the bottom right pathway the optional one? I want the D-Tank, so down we go. I landed on an invisible block there. Let's see where this leads to. I think this is the mandatory pathway, so I'm gonna check the bottom pathway, in case that's a side path for an E-Tank. It isn't, it's an alternate route entirely. I'll have to play through this stage again then. Oh, and this is where the two pathways link up with each other. Darn. If only I fell from above. Combining usage of both gimmicks, Cossack and lasers. There is something to the right, and this screen is bigger than it looks. Just some extra life energy. What's down here? Oh, I thought there was just a bed of spikes weighing me down. What's behind here? M-Tank. Sure, I'll go for it. There's the bed of spikes I was talking about. Looks like we're gonna have a shmup segment. Let's point in the correct direction this time. I don't have skull barrier either. At least it locks on to the top of the spike to make it a bit easier. No, thank you. Overall, this was a solid level. I'd give it a 6.5 or a 7 out of 10. It's decent to above average. Stone Man's in the center, that's unique. Didn't realize there were spikes on the top right. That makes it a bit more challenging, but not by much. I got distracted by Stone Man and the other platforms. I clipped through the wall there. A pretty unique boss fight, though not that difficult unless he decides to use the Power Stone. I'll meet you back at that alternate pathway. Let's see what challenges this path has. I hear force beams. That works too. And where the two pathways link up with each other, after a short spike fall segment. So that ends this level. It gets my thumbs up. Decent work, King Me. Third up is The Great Wily Infiltration of 2018 by Yttrmia, with 20 plays and a score of 2. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Yttrmia? Another stage that'll edit down the loading time in post. At most, these stages take about 20 to 30 seconds to load up. Longer if you're on a slower computer. Let me do this the fun way first. No, I can't. There are blocks in the way. You are still forced to use special weapons here. That almost killed me there. I wish there was an option to disable the temporary pause upon collecting a power-up. Well, it's telling me to use the oil slider. Might as well use it. Oh no, micro stutters. You can almost do that section buster only, with the exception of 1 or 2 jumps. Oh, that's a bad idea. That'll destroy all the blocks. That works a lot better. Well, I'm dead. Thank you for shooting me off the platform, Beak. So far, I'm liking this stage. I understand what challenges this is going for. This feels like a later level Wily Fortress level, not an introductory one. Especially due to the number of spikes, and the chance of accidentally trapping yourself. Easy button in case you need it. I should have done it while jumping upwards. Of course, I always have this. I damage boosted there for safety. Another nice checkpoint placement. So far all the stages in this part have decent checkpoint placement. or in this stage's case, great checkpoint placement. This stage feels like it fit nicely as a Wily stage 3 or 4. Assuming the game actually has 5 or 6 Wily Fortress levels, where the 5th Wily Fortress stage is the Hatches Room, aka the Roadmaster Rematches stage, and number 6 is the final battle against Dr. Wily. That went really poorly. And of course, the cracked blocks don't respawn when you re-enter the room. They're global. Another really close one. Too many close calls in this level. I wish this stage had optional E or M tanks, it really needs it. That's the end of the stage, I guess. This felt somewhat like a... well, it's not really a brutal gauntlet, but a more difficult than average gauntlet. It was fun though. Currently my favorite level of the part. It can get a bit exhausting if you aren't that skilled though. Make sure to use your special weapons here. You are forced to in several areas. I want to try out and see which one is his weakness. After all, I have infinite tries with the weapon respawners outside. That's the only thing that can readily hit him from here. It also speeds up the boss fight, as this is rather monotonous. Overall, a solid level, 6.5 or 7 out of 10. Probably more on 6.5, as in the second half of the level, it can get a bit draining. For some players, that is. Forward up is Storming the Castle, Wily Construction Corps by EthanLac, with 18 plays and a score of -3. The lowest scoring level so far. I don't trust myself with that jump. Not one bit. Not this one either. It looks too far. You are forced to use special weapons here, otherwise you will take a hit. I'm just damage boosting, it's a lot safer that way. I don't know how generous the timer is. Whoa. Good thing that I didn't just slide into the force beams there. Skullbear time. With these enemies too. Not high enough. Guess I'll have to do it the hard way. Well, that completely failed. Could use an E-tank. Many of these stages could do with some optional items. With more optional items, I mean. Some stages shower you with E-tanks. These are much more sparse. There's our E-tank. Also, could you please place the Rush Coil and Rush Jet next to each other in the menu? This is a notice to future level designers. It makes it less annoying to scroll through the menu that way. And upwards climb using these blocks. Those blocks despawn though, because they went off screen. We need to hurry with this. Or not. Clearly not the way this is intended to be done. Sadly, due to engine limitations. Guess I've used the skull barrier here. And time my jumps better too. What happened? Did I despawn 2 of the punch blocks? Yeah, I did. What happened? That's a huge glitch. That shouldn't happen at all. I feel like I'm missing something here. Well, nothing else to do other than use the rush jet. It's gonna be a bit of a tight squeeze though. Also, thank you for placing a checkpoint right after that difficult segment. That's a pro. Almost got it. I understand what to do now. That marks the end of this level. One of the longest levels in this part. I'd say this is my second or third favorite. We even have a time limit for this level. I think it's a time limit. Or it means that I have to always stay on the left side of this boss arena. Even with this setup, Top Man is easy to destroy. There's no need to go to the right side of this arena, so those red force beams are of no risk. But I can see why the stage got a negative score due to all the red force beam segments. If you're not careful and use your special weapons, it can cause problems. So in this part, I covered 4 more levels that were submitted to the Wily Construction Corps challenge. It would have been 5 had not that level been removed from the server. In total, that means I've covered 13 levels that were submitted to the challenge. At least 40 left to go. In the next part, I'll be covering several more viewer-submitted levels. Thanks for watching and have a nice day. Toodles!